What is up, guys? It's your boy, Mike Sancho, back here again with another video for you. Wanted to add some value for you guys, and I know if you're watching this one, you probably saw my first video that went over the strategy I'd recently learned from one of the top chairman leaders in IML, and I know he said he had learned this strategy from a 48-year veteran trader. Now, when I made the first video, I had just learned this. It was something that I wanted to get out to everybody as soon as possible because I knew how much we could be winning as a team with this. So it was something I was super excited about. So I released it that weekend that I learned it. And now over the past probably 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks or so, I've been using the strategy in real time. I've been up every single night, London session, and there are some things that I've noticed and some things I've learned that have helped me really master this strategy and pretty much perfect my entries to a point where we can almost avoid losses entirely. And we can, like I mentioned in the first video, we can flip that money, 20% per day compounded or 10%, whatever you want to do, but you can compound your money very quickly and, give yourself a really nice sizable trading account. So what I wanted to do today is make this video and show you guys what exactly I've learned and help you guys take this to the next level. I know some people have been struggling with the entries. It can get a little difficult finding these entries in real time and knowing when to enter, when to do this, when to do that, should I use stop loss, a couple of things that people were having difficulties with. So I'm here to make this easier for you and help you guys out. So please, if you are getting any value from my videos and the stuff I'm sharing with you guys, these strategies, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I definitely appreciate it. And I will be dropping all sorts of, additional content and value for you guys. There's a lot of stuff that I have planned to go ahead and release for you guys. In addition to trading, I'll also be, helping with internet marketing, network marketing, affiliate marketing, all sorts of things, mindset training, anything I can do to help you guys and help add value. Be sure to subscribe so you know when my new videos are coming out. Also, guys, send me a friend request on Facebook or follow me on Instagram at @MikeSancho. You'll see it below the video. You'll see my Instagram and you'll have a link to my Facebook. So give me a friend request and, let's support each other on social media and help each other out and help everybody win. Doesn't matter what team you're on. We're all one family here in iMarkets Live. So thank you guys for watching, and let me dive into it and show you guys exactly what I've learned. So this is really exciting. So I'm gonna pull up the chart here. Okay, let me make this a little bigger. That's good, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. Come on. Okay, that's fine. Okay, guys, so number one, the major thing that I've learned with this strategy is something where we were rushing entries, okay? Number one thing I've learned with this strategy is the ADX, okay? The ADX is key, okay? And if you remember, the ADX is the average directional movement index. So this is letting us know the momentum of the trend, whether it's a buy trend or a sell trend, doesn't matter. It's letting us know the momentum of the trend. And I found that this is really key to the strategy, guys. This is literally the key right here. And a lot of this comes down to patience. You have to be patient, okay? We're putting a lot of risk into the market. We're exposing ourselves a great deal with, 20% risk, etc. And we don't want to be in the market for an extended period of time, right? So we want to get our 10 pips and we want to be gone. So that way we can take our money, we can go to sleep, we can have a nice night, we can dream of whatever we want to dream of, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, mansions, penthouses, vacations, yachts, boats, whatever you want to dream of, because that's what you're going to be able to achieve and to buy when you start to master this, and you're really going to master your universe. So what we have, okay, with the ADX, super key, okay? One of the mistakes I was making, and I learned from, and I know a couple other people have been getting super frustrated over because I saw them getting frustrated and they're doubting the strategy. You're saying, I don't know when to get in, I don't know when to get in. Look, the strategy is absolutely perfect. The strategy is amazing. If you have the patience, you're gonna kill it with this strategy. You're absolutely gonna kill it. But a lot of people struggle with the patience, and this is something that comes down to the mindset. And if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can watch like a 20-minute training I made the other week. It's on, you know, the mindset of a trader, and I'll be doing more mindset trainings, excuse me. But literally, okay, 15% of trading is the charts. 85% is in your head. It's the 6 inches right between here and here. This is what screws us up, guys, because we trade off of things. We trade off emotion. We trade off of greed, and we trade off of fear. Okay, we can't trade. We can't make emotional decisions. We got to be like a trading robot, and we have to be patient. We have to be the hunter. We have to wait for that perfect trade setup. Okay, guys. So I said the ADX is key. That's the #1 key. Okay, for where you can get your perfect entry. What does that mean? So, you know, what should I look for? Okay, and actually, something I did add here on my PC, I added another level on the ADX. I added the 30 level. Okay, and I feel like this is a really key level. See, a lot of times, you know, we're forcing entries. We're saying, okay, the white line was pointed up. Okay, the red line crossed or the green line crossed. Okay, and we're getting in. We're forcing a setup like here. Look at this. This could be a false signal. Look how low the ADX was. Okay, it got to like 28, and then the red line was pretty high. You know, gator mouth opening up. We say, oh wow, that's good. You know, and it goes, you know, 2 pips in profit, and then slowly, hours later, we're getting stopped out of the trade. Okay, again, we want our 10 pips, and we want to dip. We want to be out. We want to secure the bag. Okay, we want to secure that bag and cash in on those pips. So we really need this white line. It's gotta be over 30, crossing at minimum. It's gotta be, I mean, we want it at 40. We really like it 35, 40 or higher. Because that means that we're gonna catch our pips in 1 to 2 candles. Literally every time I've waited for the perfect entry, I've literally TP'd in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Imagine that in 5 minutes, you're making 20% return on your trading account. Let's say you have $200,000 in your trading account, and in 5 minutes, you make $40,000. Patience, young grasshopper. You got to be patient, okay? So we're patient. So we're going to wait. So what I have here, I have the entire week, because today is Saturday, okay? I have the entire week mapped out, okay? And I'll explain what these lines mean and all that stuff that I have here. But these arrows are our entries. So I think it's only 9 times in the week set up. 9 times, okay? Which is plenty, because we only really need like 1 a day. And, you know, if we miss it, if we're sleeping, whatever, we're not going to force anything. We're not going to catch a bad case of FOMO, okay? We're not going to do that, because we understand that you can take like a couple $100 and you can take that to literally a 6-figure account in about 30, 35 trades. And you can take that to $1 million in, you know, another 14, 15 trades. So there's literally no need to rush here. A lot of us are like, we're like freaking out. We're freaking out. And we want to get in the trade. We want to make the money. We're staying up all night. We're staring at the charts. And we're getting frustrated because the right trades aren't coming, or we're taking a lousy setup and we're getting stopped out. We're losing like 30%, 20%. We're getting extremely frustrated, blaming the strategy, blaming this, blaming that, blaming whatever. Got to look in the mirror. Okay, everything in your life is a manifestation of what you create. You have to look in the mirror, okay? Look at yourself, okay? You control your destiny. Not me, not the strategy, not your broker, nothing, you. It's all you. You have to become one with yourself. Understand, know yourself. Trading will reveal to you exactly who you are. You need to know on a deep, deep, deep level exactly who you are and what you want out of this life. Trading will reveal that to you. And once you have mastered yourself, you've mastered your mind, you will master the charts, you will master your trading account, you will master your world and your existence here on this planet, and we're going to enjoy a life of abundance. So let me show you. I'll go through all these setups and I'll show you why we took this trade. Okay, so look here. We have the MACD cross. Okay, we have the gator mouth opening. We have the white line crossing above. We have the RSI in a nice spot. Okay, we closed on the other side of the 8. We would have entered right here. Take profit, next candle. Boom. 5, 10, 15 minutes, TP. Okay, here's another one. This one, actually, you know, I wouldn't have entered down here. I mean, you could have entered here, but I feel like the green line was just too low. So, you know, patience. You want the green line and the white line going up. You don't just want one, because that's not a super strong confirmation. We want both. And I mean, the white line is super high up here, is over 40, and it is turning back up. And the green line was headed up towards 40. So that's strong momentum. So you could have gotten in, I think, like right around here, could have gotten in. Everything was pretty strong in your favor. TP in 5, 10, 15 minutes again. Boom. Okay. Here's a sell. Okay. You could have got in right here. You've got, you know, the red is really high, a wide gator mouth. You've got the white line above 30. It's like 35. Could have gotten in anywhere here. Let's say you had a bad entry. You got in at the very bottom of the candle. You would have held about a 10 pip drawdown for about 30 minutes, but then the next candle would have went straight to your take profit. Okay, depending on where your entry is, you probably would have gotten in, you know, somewhere in the middle of the candles, and, you know, had, you know, 5, 6, 7 pip drawdown and right to TP within 45 minutes. So we like that. We don't like sitting in the trades for 3, 4, 5 hours. At that point, it's literally it's a toss-up. It's a 50-50. And if the ADX is coming back against you, if you get stuck in a trade, you're in it for hours, and the ADX just takes a dump on you, I mean, it just turns back down. Just get out, rip the cord, take the 4 pip loss, the 3 pip loss, whatever. It's nothing. It means nothing, because you're gonna have a fat trade on the next one. So just cut it loose. We can't be greedy. We gotta take losses, okay? You're gonna mess up every once in a while. You're gonna take an L, or you might get a bad entry, or you might slightly chase. You know, pull your profits at 7 pips if you're not comfortable holding it. You know, get out at, you know, 3 pips drawdown, 4 pips drawdown, 5 pips drawdown if you're not comfortable. It's not a big deal. It's better than losing 15, 20 pips and, you know, setting yourself back a couple of days. So we'll take a small loss, and then, you know, we'll take the win. And like, here is perfect one. I love this one. Look at that. This is a textbook setup. This is what I would call a textbook trade right here with this strategy. Okay, we just get a fresh cross on the MACD. We get a fresh cross on the RSI. They're moving straight down, okay? They're not like peeking under the line, like barely peeking under. They're moving down. We got the ADX impulsing up. Look at this gator mouth. It's about as wide as could be, okay? So we could enter on, you know, any of these candles right here. No drawdown, immediately to take profit, okay? And this one, I mean, it ended up dropping, you know, 60 pips. Okay, we have a buy candle. Okay, we have a buy right here. So you probably would have gotten in right about here. You could have gotten in. This one, it looks okay. It looks like a decent setup. The green line did turn back. I don't know if I would have taken this one for sure, but depending on where you got in, you might have held a little drawdown, but you would have went to take profit. But yeah, I mean, it won. You know, I did mark this one here, but honestly, this one I probably would have stayed out of, but some people might have taken that and it would have been a win. But yeah, you just want to be careful, guys. I mean, there's no rush to it. Just let things happen, you know. You got to be mellow. You have to get into your zone. Don't trade with the crowd mentality. Don't trade because someone else gets in the trade. I get in the trade. This person gets in the trade. You say, They got in the trade. They're a good trader, so I'm going to follow them, copy exactly what they do. Don't trade like that. Trade when you feel like it's a good time to get in the trade. This one, next candle, immediately take profit. Here's one right here. This was a sell I took. Got in. This one bounced 10 pips down, and then boom. Okay. Here's another buy. Could have gotten in. The ADX was high. Okay. So you probably would have gotten in. I would have probably gotten in right here. This one. Boom, right there. This candle, if you got the worst entry, you would have had 9 pip drawdown and you would have went to take profit. And then this was the first one on the week. This was when the market just opened. So I might have passed on this one since it was early Sunday night. Probably would have passed on it, but it went to take profit. So you got about 8 or 9 setups there. If you can catch like 5 a week, that's perfect. You know, don't rush it. But ADX is the key. It's the key. When you're taking these setups where you're saying, okay, like it's pointed up, you know, but it's low, you know, you don't want to do that because you trap yourself because you get it like it's low and then you get in and then it turns right back down and you're like, well, crap, now I'm stuck in the trade. And then you're sitting there for hours and you're like, it's going into drawdown profit. At that point, it's just 50-50. You just got to pull the court. If you can get away with 1 or 2 pips, 3 pips, 4 pips, take it. But even if you're going to be negative, you know, you got to rip it. That's part of being a trader. If it's not, you got to admit, you know, when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. And that's the hardest part is ripping it when you're wrong, taking that loss. It's a small L, but just people hate going backwards. It's like a mental block, but you can't think of it as going backwards or losing money. You can't look at it that way. You just have to trade disciplined. That's the hardest part of all of this because you can take any strategy, okay? There's all sorts of strategies. They work for all sorts of traders. You give them to someone else. It works for one person. The strategy works for one person. Strategy doesn't work for another person. Why do you think that is? Okay, the variable is the person. So it's literally themselves screwing themselves over, and they're getting frustrated, and they're blaming everything else, blah, 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 and they're quitting. You know, blah, blah, blah. Quitters never do anything in life. So don't be a quitter. That's the worst thing you could ever be, especially in something like trading. I mean, why would you ever quit trading? Makes no sense. Once you master this, your life is yours. And you can, like, literally in a matter of months, like, even if it takes you, like, 1 or 2 years, what does it matter? Like, why would you quit that? It's stupid. But anyways, we're not quitters because if you're watching this video, I doubt you're a quitter. And if you're rocking with me, I hope you're not a quitter because I don't like quitters. So yeah, and we have the ADX, major key. Number 2, we want to be careful about support and resistance zones, major key levels. I mean, you guys still want to analyze the charts from a naked Forex perspective, from, you know, a technical standpoint, from trend lines, Fibonacci, support, resistance. You know, do a larger scale look at the charts, check the hourly, the 4-hour, where's the trend headed, what's going on here. You know, you don't want to buy into a resistance level, you don't want to sell into a support level. Be conscious of this, okay? The only time you would be taking a trade at one of these levels if it is breaking out, if price is breaking out. If price has not broken out yet, but it's slightly confirming, do not take that trade. Do not take that trade at all, okay? Because it can come back on you, and I guarantee it was not a strong confirmation on the ADX or on one of these indicators. I can guarantee. So even if it breaks out, and guys, and sometimes these trades will happen where it like breaks out, it'll be like a weak confirmations all across the board, so you don't get in, but like price impulse is like 20 pips. You're like, damn, I could have got in right there. That was a good entry. It was not a good entry. Okay, price just impulsed. So if we were to get in, I'd be chasing. If price has literally moved like 10 pips already, don't get into that trade. If it impulses and you feel like you missed it, you know, put your phone away. Do not get in that trade because this is a 10 pip strategy. So a late entry, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pips late entering, on a candle, that can mess you up. It's 10 pips, so we're only going for 10 pips, so we need those perfect entries. You cannot hesitate, okay? That's another thing. You guys waiting for other people to say, I'm in the trade, and then they're in the trade, now you're 2 to 3 pips late on your entry. You have to be able to recognize this yourself. You can't rely on me, someone else, whoever is in the group chat, whatever, whoever is winning a lot at this strategy. Okay, they're not hesitating. They're not waiting for me to say, oh, I just sold. Oh, I just bought. They're not waiting on that. If you're waiting on that, you're messing up your entries. So if you're not comfortable trading it live, or if you're not comfortable with the amount of risk at first, tone it down. Use 5% risk. Use 10% risk. Take a couple demo trades. Okay? But it comes back to the greed, and you guys are trying to force this. You're trying to literally shove the strategy down his throat or whatever. You're trying to force it. Chill out. Play some music. Relax. Okay? Relax. You guys, everybody's so wound up. I got to get this now. I got to get this now. I have to do this today. If I don't do this right now, my whole life depends on it. Chill. Relax. Relax. Take it easy. Okay? Take it easy. Okay? So yeah, be careful about that. Buying into resistance, selling into support. You have to wait for a breakout. Breaks out, impulses, and you miss it. Chances are it didn't confirm on these. Wait, see what the ADX does. Okay? News releases, red folder news. Careful, okay? You don't really want to trade that. Just be careful, guys. Patience. You can see this happens. You know, it sets up multiple times per week. We just have to wait. Hunter, we're the hunter, okay? Next, I'll go over real quick all 6 of the confirmations. I know some people are messing up on the confirmations. We need this, okay? So you guys, I have the 15-minute chart pulled up, of course. This is the main time frame we look at for pulling 10 pips out. I know some people have been taking 5-minute entries when it sets up, and that's great. 5 minutes good, but you got to lower your pip target if you're just taking 5-minute entries. You got to go like 3 to 5 pip targets, because when it confirms on the 15-minute, it's going like 10 pips. But on the lower time frames, it's not going to, go all the time. It's not going to go 10, 15 pips, whatever. If you're trading on higher time frames, of course, it's going to move further, but you're going to need larger stop losses, lower your risk, for swing trading, things like that. Okay, but 15-minute, this is the time frame you need all 6 confirmations. Okay, and I do check. Once I have all 6 confirmations, yes, I glance at the 5-minute. Yes, I glance at the 30-minute. Yes, I glance at the hour. I like to see what's going on. I like to see, okay, I've got 6 out of 6 on the 15-minute. Okay, I have 4 out of 6 on the 5-minute. I've got 4 out of 6 on the 30-minute, 3 out of 6 confirmations in the hour, taking the trade, okay? You're not going to have all 6 confirmations on all 6 time frames at all the same time, because all different time frames are doing different things at different times. That's why it's a different time frame. It's different, okay? That makes sense. I don't know if it does, but it should. So what we need is all 6 confirmations on the 15-minute. When it confirms, you're good, okay? And we enter on the candle close, so we're only taking trades 15-minute increments. Okay, sometimes a candle can impulse. You say it's confirmed. I'm getting in. Boom, you're in the trade. Candle comes back down. Indicators come back down. They deconfirm. They do not confirm. They did not close and confirm. Okay, so you enter in the candle close. You're entering at 4:15, 4:30, 4:45, 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5, etc. 15 minutes, okay? Now, what are the 6 confirmations? So number 1, let me just review real quick. You have the crossing of the MACD, okay? So you have the gold line crossing the white line, gold line crossing white line. We have the ADX, the white line. It's got to be 30, 35, 40. Really like 35 to 40 we want. 35 to 40 or over 40 crossing 40, beautiful, okay? We also need the green or red line crossing the 20. We like these going fast away from each other. The gator mouth, of course. We need the RSI crossing below, crossing above. You guys know this. And we need price above or below the 50 for a buy or sell. And then we also need the 8 EMA to close. It needs to be above for a buy, or the 8 needs to be below for a sell. or we have to wait. If it's crossing, we need it to close above, because sometimes the 8 will come really close, think, oh, it's going to confirm for a buy. We buy right here. The 8 never confirmed across, and the 8 comes back down, and everything deconfirms, never confirmed. That confirmation trips people up sometimes, so we do need, if we're looking for a buy, we need this 8, we need this white line closed above the green line. For a sell, we need it closed below the green line when we're selling, okay? So like right here, you can see it, boom, 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 it crossed, the white line closed underneath, okay? When the white line closes underneath or above, that's our confirmation. If it hasn't closed yet, we don't take the trade, okay? Don't take the trade. So those are all 6 of our confirmations, okay? And another thing we discussed, mainly we're doing this with Euro USD. Obviously, it's recommended to pretty much master one pair with the strategy. So, I'd say, kind of stick with that, but this does work all pairs, all time frames. So, just don't be getting greedy and bouncing every single pair and taking this trade, that trade, this trade, that trade. You're going to get yourself in trouble. But, if you do want to do a couple pairs and have a couple on watch, Euro USD, GBP USD, GJ, you want to experiment with different things, twin trading, positions, going for larger moves, you guys can do that. And also, originally I was saying, just do this during London session. What I've actually found is in back testing, because I've been, up 24 hours a day during the week, pretty much like mastering this. So I can help you guys and definitely, flip my own trading account. But what I've noticed is you can pretty much, as long as the ADX is high, you can pretty much take these trades anytime. You just don't want to do the middle of the day. I say like around like, anytime from like 4 to 7, in the middle of the day, like when New York's closing until like, Tokyo's opening. So you don't really want to trade that, but you can see these lines are the session lines. So right here, this is the start of London. This is the start of New York. So this is the London-New York overlap, this little gap here. This is the end of London, and this is the end of New York. So right here we have a trade. This happened in the London session. This happened in the Asian session before London opened. This happened after London closed. This happened in the New York session. This happened, this one was after, this one was even after New York closed. This was an Asian session. This was in London session. This was in New York session. This was right when New York was opening. This was right in the overlap. And this was before London opened. So you can pretty much catch these anytime, so be aware. What I usually do, I set an alarm on my phone every 15 minutes for me to come back and check the charts. I'm working with a programmer here in the area. Hopefully, we're trying to get a way for us to get alerted when the ADX closes above a certain level so we can get alerts to our phone. That way we don't have to stare at this stuff. But yeah, pretty much, I'll set an alarm every 15 minutes on my phone. So, and I'll have it go off 2 minutes before the candle closed. So it would be at like 413, 428, 443, 458, 513, 528, 543, 558. And, I've actually been able to sleep with this happening. So, I pass asleep, it goes off, check it, and then I go back into dream world. If it goes off, check it, go back into dream world. I don't know how some of you guys can sleep. Some of you guys probably heavy sleepers can't do that, but it has worked for me okay. But most of the time I am awake. But if you set those alarms, it makes it easier for you to get stuff done. That way you can go back and do things you need to do. You continue prospecting, doing opportunity things, trainings, personal development, reading, studying, whatever else you need to do. That way you're not staring entirely at this for hours and hours and hours, and you're not getting anything else done, because we want to be as productive as possible in this, okay? And once you get, a large trading account, you'll be able to take this down and really look for, maybe 2 to 3 trades a week and kind of condense this to the middle of the week, maybe Tuesday through Thursday. Give yourself a little more free time. But I know in the beginning, everyone's super excited and they want to be catching trades. So it's good to set alerts, alarms help you out, but just keep an eye on what's happening with the charts. If you miss a trade, please just relax and don't chase trades. Don't get upset. Don't beat yourself up. We need sleep. We're humans, okay? We need sleep so we can get energy. Look, guys, I'm telling you, like 30 of these trades in a row, you'd be sitting at like a 6-figure trading account. Walk out of your job, okay? Just take it easy, guys. Just relax, okay? You're rushing. I see so many people like beating themselves up because they are not mastering this immediately, because they're not, winning every trade immediately. They're messing up some entries. They're doing a couple things wrong. That's okay, guys, because every time you do that, you learn from it. Literally, all the losses I've taken with this strategy, I'm thankful for, because it's helped me to realize why I lost. It wasn't because the strategy had nothing to do with the strategy. It was on me, because the strategy never confirmed. Okay, and there were things that I was doing. I was rushing things, being greedy, doing certain things is all on me. Literally every time I lost had nothing to do with the strategy. It was all on me. And I was able to identify and keep track of why, I messed that up. So I don't do it in the future. And also, I highly recommend this for you guys if you're not doing it. Keep a trade journal on these trades. So like this is kind of like how I have it set up. Trade journal. I don't know if you guys can really see, but what I wrote in here, is my account size, my leverage, my stop loss, my entry, my take profit. The result of the trade, was it a loss or win? What was my profit and loss monetary wise? And then what is the lesson I learned? Whether it's a win or a loss, because you learn either way. What's the lesson I learned? Some notes about the trade. What was I seeing? What were some additional confirmations? Was there, Fibonacci confirmation? Was there a naked Forex confirmation? Did it break a floor and it was retesting as a ceiling, getting ready to drop again when the indicators confirmed? What else am I seeing? Was it, respecting a trend line? Everything, guys, everything. Write it down and review this. This is how you're going to, get better, guys. Treat this like a business so it will pay you like a business. Don't just freaking fool around on your phone and try to force all these entries and think you're going to get rich, because you're just playing games. You're just trying to force it. So don't do that. Okay, and then the last thing I want to go over with you guys before I end this is going to be the MACD. Again, the second MACD, because I had some people ask me some questions, because I didn't really talk about it too much on the first video, but they're asking what the red MACD is for. And the red MACD, okay, you can see, because we have the green one and the gold and white cross is our entry signal, but everyone's saying, oh, what was the red one? You never talked about it. The red one is an exit indicator, and this is kind of, typically we've already caught our 10 pips once you start to see it, but this is kind of for people who are maybe twin trading this, or they're taking, longer entries on this, or they're swing trading, or they're, they're going for more than 10 pips, because all it is an exit indicator. So you can see once we start to see red, that means price is pulling back. So it's saying get out of the trade pretty much. So you can see we're selling off here. Boom, boom, boom. We see green, 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 green. And then you can see we start to see red. And what happens? Price is pulling back. Okay, same thing here. Price is moving. And then we see red. Price is pulling back. Consolidation. Price impulse up. We see red. It pulls back. Price is impulsing up again. And then behind my picture is like, it's a pullback consolidation. So, we see all this stuff here. So, guys, definitely love you all and appreciate you guys for watching this. Be sure to reach out to me, hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, subscribe. Anything I can do to help you guys out, but just take your time and really master this. It's going to change everything for you. So I definitely want you guys to have this mastered. So thank you guys for watching. Mike Sancho here. Hope I added some value into your life. Hopefully I helped you out a little bit. And, I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm sure I'll see a lot of you around. iMarkets Live family. We're in it together. And I'm definitely blessed for everything that's happening in my life. And I hope that this is a blessing to you and your family. And I hope that you guys really make a lot of money with this. So thank you guys, and good afternoon, good night, good morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is, take it easy.